Oh my. Welcome everybody to VoveCast episode 27. We had some technical issues there in the beginning. That's my fault. Thanks, OBS. But in today's episode, we have, according to himself and the Overpowered account, Master Chief and owner of Overpowered, aka OP Bars, Logan. How's it going?
How are you doing, guys?
Good. And obviously we got Bank here as well. Going crazy as usual.
Full banking here, man.
Absolutely.
Must have had just a couple of OP bars in himself, you know?
I ate a whole pack today. But
The OP bar challenge. How many can you eat without dying?
hey, I mean, it's.
I was gonna ask, about that. How many can I have in a day before I reach supersonic brain powers? Because I thought about it. I looked over for. I'm like, man, I really could have another one, and like maybe 15 or 20 later.
See, that's the problem. They're too tasty.
I could be seeing sounds.
See, if you're doing that, you're having too many. Plus
I'm
extra.
seeing sounds and hearing colors.
I'm too smart, guys. Put me in class. No, but we're very excited to have you on. We've been trying to get this going for a couple weeks now, and getting people on. And this is the first time we've had a partner of ours on the VoveCast. So it's very exciting for us to have you on here. And obviously, later, guys, we'll be taking questions from the audience if you guys have anything for Logan or even myself or Bank or anything like that. But obviously, the big question, right? The nutrition industry in and of itself is very vast, and especially with the gaming space, I would say it's just as big. Obviously, I think gaming in the last probably 20 years has, been, the stigma of people sitting at home on their couch, eating chips, fat, and now it's kind of been turning into this lifestyle thing of, having that time management balance, being healthy. And so I kind of want to know what made you decide to create Overpowered in the sense of nutrition, and why specifically the gaming route with, I guess, with the company.
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, like you said, I can see it in our generation too. I feel like that's just a thing that everybody's more health conscious or trying to live a more health conscious life. And so that kind of mindset. And then when I first originally had the idea for the bar, I was basically combining my passion for the fitness and health industry with gaming. I was in the middle of quarantine. I was sitting there, I think I was playing a game of Warzone or something, and in between a match, I hopped up real quick, ran to the kitchen, grabbed some nuts and a coffee, and it's trying to shove it all down before the next match started. And that's when I kind of had that light bulb idea, was why isn't there something that's health conscious and it's easy grab and go that does the same thing that all those energy drinks do, or any of the other energy supplements that are flooded in the gaming industry. Oh, yeah. So that's when I combined my knowledge with the health and fitness industry. Then cooking is one of my favorite hobbies. So basically I brought the nootropics from the health world and then just kind of went away and started cranking out the recipe. It took me about 4 months to perfect it. Luckily, I lived with 3 other kids.
That's not a long time.
No, because when it comes to that, I'm a perfectionist. And so my biggest thing too is if I don't know how many energy bars you guys have tried, but most of them to me are taste like shit, or they're just not a good texture.
Yeah, that's
gritty and
that's
powdery
a big
and
thing. Yeah.
Grainy.
The thing RX bar, I love what RX bar did. They're an inspiration to me, but that bar is ass. I mean, it's just super chewy, but it's healthy. It's that's why I would eat it. Like I said, I was living with 3 other kids at the time, so when I was working on the recipe and trying to figure out how much of each nootropic to put in there and stuff like that, they were kind of my test dummies. So there is times one of my roommates who come out and he's like, I haven't blinked in an hour. I'm
too much.
Okay, I'll dial it down just a little bit. But yeah, man. So it's I think I saw that there was something missing. I saw that hole missing in the eSports world, where there wasn't a food product directed towards gaming or towards gamers in general. So that's what basically I'm trying to fulfill, is bring a healthy, health conscious, actual food product that will give you nutrients while you're playing instead of just sitting there and grinding for hours on end and not eating.
I think I know for myself, like especially like we talked about before, we popped on here, was that the new Destiny season starts and I literally grind the crap out of the game, and then I realize 8 hours has gone by and I'm like, I literally have not eaten anything. And so, like you said, one of the things I did want to point out too, you said texture, right? And you brought up a good point with this. Like, it doesn't crumble and it stays together. I open it and I like pull it out halfway, and so it's still in the package, so I can still like set it down. I was like, everything that you've done with this bar, it just in general has been like super intentional, and I think that's like a real quality that other people need to see with this.
And they're still moist when you open them, Dave. They're not dry like a power bar or something like that.
Yeah. No, that's like literally everyone is like, they'll try it, like, wow, was not expecting that. Super moist. It's like, this is a brownie. Like, that was what I was trying to do.
I do like it says on the package, like, may contain like chunks or hard parts. It's all natural, ingredients. I like the chunks in there, man.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Yeah, that's like actually something that I was, always like a lot of feedback I was getting was like a lot of people were like, oh, I wish I could actually like see the product and stuff in there. So just all it was is decided to change it up a little bit of just not when I'm processing the food, like all the dry ingredients is just not blended up so much. So then you actually get those raw pieces of like the nuts or some of the brown rice puffs or whatever it may be. So you have that texture to it.
I already got so many visions now. Like, what can I do with this OP bar? Like, I know we talked earlier before we went live. We're like, I'm gonna toss them in the fridge tomorrow. I'm gonna eat that.
You're gonna try.
I'm gonna take some of that Halo Top Vanilla ice cream, put it in between two of them, and see what we got going on here. That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna turn this into a full brownie mix now, and we're gonna toss that in the oven and see what happens. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, that's always my chef tip is to, if you want to like try it out differently, just throw it in the fridge and eat it chilled. It like totally changes the texture and the flavor, in my opinion. I always like slather some peanut butter on there too.
I'm gonna do that right now, bro.
Someone came to my stream yesterday and was like, "Hey, you should toss that thing in the microwave for 15 seconds and put some peanut butter on it." She goes, "That's what I did." I was like, "Well, that's crazy."
Dude, so I haven't even tried throwing it in the microwave yet.
Like 30 minutes later, then I can try it, right?
The microwave, but that sounds like the microwave one is like something I would want to eat for dessert, and I don't want to eat one of these too late at night because then I'll just be like, all right, well, now I'm just staying up all night. Yeah.
You got to time it out properly. And the one thing you did mention too that I like is like there's not a lot of gaming specific, I guess, like foods, right? You like a lot of, like we talked about, a lot of stuff focuses on lifestyle. Like, yes, there's protein powder. Yes, there's like creatine. Yes, there's all this other stuff like pre-workout, all this stuff, right? And OP was like, when I'm not sure who reached out to you, if you reached out to us. I'm not sure how that went down, Bank. If you
I reached out to you. I reached out to you guys. I reached out to Hirsch originally.
Okay.
I got put in contact with him through a mutual friend. Or
never heard of him.
Hirsch. I thought we kicked that guy off. I don't know.
He's probably in the gym, shirtless or something right now.
Oh my! I got a selfie for Twitter.
They turned one of those into a GIF. I'm not sure if you saw that, like him at the gym, like winking in the camera. I was like, nah, bro.
I will just put in chat, a warm OP bar and a glass of milk sounds tasty.
Ooh.
Or a warm OP bar and a glass of bathwater sounds great too.
Oh, it's got to be gamer girl bathwater if we're having bathwater.
That's what I'm saying.
Down horrendous, bro. But I'm not sure if there's anything you wanted to talk about specifically. Obviously, you talked about a little bit of backstory of OP, and obviously, you do other stuff outside of this. You just came back from VoveCon over the weekend too, and a couple of years ago, I listened to Gary Vee like one time on Facebook, realized I hated the guy, and now I'm like, I love this guy, and I feel like that's like everyone's realization. I'm not sure if you want to talk about just VoveCon in general, because you did get to meet him. And you also did. I'm pretty sure you gave him an OP bar, right?
That's what I did.
About.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, so like I'm pretty big into the Web3 space too. Mm-hmm. I dove in heavy into it. I mean, I've always been like tinkering around with it, but I dove really heavy into it in December, and I've kind of just gone full throttle into it. And the reason why I went to VCon, well, Gary gave me a ticket, which was pretty fucking tight. But I kept adding him. I just kept tweeting at him over and over again.
Wait,
with,
so
like,
that's how you got the ticket?
Yeah, I tweeted.
No
I saw
shot, bro.
dude. As soon as I saw him,
I thought when you told me, I was just like, oh, he just got it through like a mutual friend or something like that. No, that's crazy.
Like cause he started, I saw him like tweeting and stuff, and like putting in Discord that he was giving out tickets. And so as soon as I saw that, anytime I saw him start giving them out, I would just start hammering him with the same tweet of like, hi, like I'm a first time entrepreneur. I would love to like learn basically from all these people, blah, blah. And then he finally, like responded is like, get this guy a ticket. So then I had to like book a flight and then flew out there the week after.
Oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, so like, I mean, the two main reasons I went there is obviously for the NFT space, Web3, all that in general, but also because where I want to take OP is also into the Web3 space with all of these PDE game or play to earn games and all the Web3 gaming that's starting to develop, because that is incorporated all in the eSports world, right? And so there was a bunch of panels that were going on, a lot of keynote speakers in that industry, in the Web3 gaming industry. So it was a perfect opportunity to start networking. I was able to meet a bunch of hopefully great connections that will help take OVRPWRD into the Web3 space. Could drop a little alpha right now. That's why we tweeted out earlier today, OVRPWRD.eth, because we have two people now that we're going to work with that are in Web3 gaming. So one of them, they are going to offer our bar as a something that you can redeem and purchase in their marketplace with tokens and stuff that you earn in their Web3 game. And then another one is just going to offer it as a utility that they're just going to start showing out to their community. So that was like one of the big reasons for OVRPWRD to go there. And then I got to meet Gary, and I also got to meet Ben Francis, who are Ben Francis is the founder of Gymshark. But them two are like two of my biggest like idols, and as an entrepreneur, like I look up to like everything they've done, mainly Ben Francis. I was like shit my pants right before I got to talk to him. But yeah, it's just like I've never been to a convention either before, so like being able to, I didn't realize like after a keynote, like it was on main stage, on the side stages, like all the people that spoke would hop off stage and then you get to talk to them. Yeah. And I got to talk to like Ben Francis for like 15 to 20 minutes basically, and just like let him give me his knowledge, and I was able to give him a bar. So hopefully, I gave him a bar on my business card. So hopefully, OP might start stocking the Gymshark headquarters. It'd be pretty tight.
That's what I was gonna bring up earlier, because like they are labeled for individual consumption.
Correct.
I think it's dope.
It's not just for gaming.
Yeah. What if you talk to somewhere else?
So that's like my whole vision with OVRPWRD, right? It's like if you think of Red Bull, for instance, right? They're an energy drink, but they're so much more than that now. They're a conglomerate brand. I mean, they have professional sports teams, they have F1 teams, and like that's where I want to take OVRPWRD, is where like we be established in the esports market, and then we can expand into all the other stuff and work from there. But this is just the niche that we're targeting first before we eventually go bigger, hopefully.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Web3 in and of itself is just crazy right now. Even though crypto's down and everything like that, like Web3 is still growing tremendously. And there's
crypto's on sale. Okay. Not down, it's on sale.
Well, every kind of market is plummeting right now.
Every market's on sale.
Good old inflation.
Gotta love it.
But I mean, if you think about the idea of like NFTs with gaming, they've been around forever.
They have, yeah.
Like Gears of War. I remember like when I first played Gears, like I bought a code off somebody on eBay just to have a gold shotgun
cosmetic
to play it, and like that's literally an NFT. It's like that. It's just there wasn't a term for it yet.
Yeah.
So I think like Web3 and gaming are like meant to come together. Like they eventually will, and like be able to integrate. Like why can't I like a skin somebody gets in Fortnite? Why can't I use that to play in a different game? I own.
Yep. That was like such a big thing too. Is like obviously myself and Hirsch, like we were in a couple things, just looking around, and I was thinking the same thing you were thinking. Like Destiny has been out for what 7, 8 years now, and there's literally so many cosmetics. And if I could transfer that over to an in-game, just other thing, and be able to utilize that, that'd be so cool. I mean, just like even like Call of Duty, Apex, any of that stuff, right?
Yeah. Well, and then I thought of this too. It's like, so you um think about like Tom Brady when he sold, like, it was supposed to be his last football, right? His last like touchdown football. It sold for like $2 million or whatever.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It should transfer over to the gaming world. Like when you think about any of these like the Fortnite World Cup or like any of these like big things, it's like whatever that skin that player was playing with, they could then auction that off, because then it's like just another memorabilia, but it's just a digital asset.
Yeah. Exactly. But
Yeah, those Pokemon cards I got sitting over here, they don't do anything besides collect dust.
I have
Bro, I'm sitting on some money in Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Same. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Dude.
I went through my collection, and I just started, because like when the cards started blowing up like in 2020 or whatever, like all the Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh, I'm like, let's see what I still have. And I was like going through, I'm like, this card's worth $15,000.
Yeah. I think I have like, oh, it's in a box in the closet, but it's like I have like 5 decks, and like out of a couple of them I found like, you know, Blue Eyes White Ultimate Dragon like limited edition. I'm like, and slipping that into a sleeves and never touching that for a while.
It's like $100,000 cards if you play your cards right.
That's crazy.
I have a bunch I've already put in, like, because I still haven't sent them to PSA, but I'm planning on it. But I have like a bunch I've already put in like the first sleeve, and then you put it in like the hard sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
You got them ready to go. They got like the little tabs on them too, so they can slide them out of the sleeves.
Yep.
I was sitting there with like gloves on. I was
Yeah.
like,
No fingerprints.
no fingerprints or anything on them.
It's crazy. But like I mentioned, guys, anybody in the chat, if you guys have any questions for Logan, or just even myself and Bank, you know, obviously Bank and I are wearing the 3-year anniversary merch, and this stuff is
What?
freaking insane. You guys seen images we've been posting on Twitter and whatnot, and I'm excited for this drop. This is probably one of the more unique drops, probably right behind the. Actually, this is in front of like the Tropical collection. Oh my god. Tropical
hockey cards.
Cool. But this is 3 years. Team Vove's. I've been here a year. Bank's been here over a year, and the amount of growth we've seen is just freaking insane. And we're very excited for the future. Why can't I use Mommy Loba in Fortnite? Exactly, bro. Trying to use Apex characters in Fortnite. Let's see.
Why can't you?
Subtle merch plug, Gabby. It's coming out. Don't worry. We got it.
No, I think, you know, we've learned a lot on the merch drops in the past year or so. So
Yeah.
wouldn't it be great if there was like a shirt that maybe had like an OP logo on this side and the Vove logo on this side or something?
That's
I'm
crazy.
down for a little collab action.
Oh, crazy.
Waiting for
You're crazy, man.
get the new jerseys, get to put OP on the Johnski. You know, that'll be fire.
What if there was like a Team Vove logo on the package though?
Maybe a Team Vove flavored.
Well, it sounds like you guys
Bar.
want something called Vove Butter.
Yes, dude. I like.
Banks butter.
Oh, no, don't say
Banks
that, bro.
butter.
Context.
I'm literally. It's just gonna be. It's just gonna be a stick of butter in a bar. Is what I'm gonna
Bruh.
send in.
But guys, it'll keep you awake. No, I mean, and that's another question. I'm not sure if you could talk about it, but have you thought of trying to come out with, you know, other flavors as well? Because, you know, I say peanut butter, but then I also think allergies too, because you're trying to keep it, you know, within a certain.
But so like you think, I mean, that's when when I was originally making the bar, because like there's tree nuts in it, and I'm like, that's an allergy people have, but it's like you can't,
Yeah, my
you
dad
can't
has it.
like, you can't like fulfill everybody's eating restrictions.
Yeah.
And so like that's like too. I was like when I would buy bars in the store, I'd look at the ingredients and I'm like, these have nuts in them. Like there's all like people have to figure out
Some
like what and what not to eat. Yeah, I mean like so the bar I'm working on right now is a blueberry muffin bar. So I'm
Actually,
just working on perfecting that one.
Guys, cash
And
that.
then
Clip it.
after that one is I'm planning on doing like a snickerdoodle type
Oh,
bar.
that would be so gas. Oh, Dude,
Yeah, I mean, it's really just like I gotta like get back to like because I'm taking out ingredients and putting different ones in, so it's just reworking the recipe to make sure it stays that consistency.
Oh, yeah.
And real like I want the blueberry one to taste like a straight blueberry muffin, and so it's just really trying to work on getting that flavor to pop.
Oh, me too. I want that thing to. You know those like little mini bite muffins you buy at the store or whatever?
I was thinking the same
Yeah,
thing. I was
they're-
thinking the same thing.
Like, that's what I want. I want that. Like,
Yeah, so I'm working on that one. I feel like I'm getting pretty close. Hopefully, should have that out within the next 3 months is my plan.
I'm gonna have to set up a subscription deal on that when those
real.
come out.
We'll like there'll be like mixed batch bars or mixed boxes, so you can get like half blueberry, half chocolate. You know,
He's thinking of everything, bro.
do whatever you want. You know, it'll mix and match.
Yeah. No, that's awesome though. I didn't know if you're allowed to talk about any of that stuff, but
I mean, I feel like this was like the perfect opportunity to.
He
announce
owns a
it.
company. He can talk whatever he wants.
Yeah.
the board of directors isn't gonna get on him or anything. I don't think. all the investors are gonna be like, "Why are you talking about new products?
Yeah.
You're the owner." Oh wait, Stag, I got broke buying the
I do
blueberry
what I
ones.
want.
Same. It's funny. Stag just said like right before he talked about berry flavors would be dope. You just talked about that.
There you go, baby.
So
Yeah, I mean, so like when I'm like making stuff like or when I'm making food, it's just basically like what I like. Like be selfish about it, but like the people gotta like what you have like. So working it out, like that's why the first one was chocolate brownie, because I love chocolate. I'm a chocoholic. Like
If you don't like it, how can you recommend it? You know?
Yeah.
I made this bar. It's really good, but I think it tastes like shit. Or I made a bar that I like. Do you like it? And then like, I've seen hella support so far, so I think I'm impressed.
And then but yeah, so I'll throw maybe after the blueberry I'll do the Vove butter for you guys. You know.
if you come
If
out,
you're gonna do that, you gotta hit my line, and I'll fly out.
Yeah, I'll send out some samples to you guys
Taste
and start
test?
testing them out.
dude,
You,
please.
Vove Bank and
And so,
Overpowered owner,
okay, so for the Vove butter, what kind of butter are we talking here? There's all different kinds of butter. I know you're probably just thinking
Banks
peanut
butter, man.
What's that mean?
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
What does it mean?
Although I bought this workout company that I like. It's from not too far from where I live. Actually, they make this like protein butter, and it's like they take cereal and they take like almonds and cashews and they blend it up to make their own butter. It's like peanut butter, but it's like
Yeah,
really good.
like Trader Joe's does a lot of stuff like that
Yeah.
when they make their own butter. Dude, have you had? It's not healthy, but I think it's just their cookie butter.
Oh, I've tried it. I've never bought a jar of it though.
Oh my god, that is crack.
Yeah.
Put some of that on an OP bar.
Some of it in the middle of the OP bar, and let
Like
me
a
toss it
OP
in the
bar
microwave for 10 seconds. When I bite into it, it's like lava and it just melts my mouth. I mean, I want to be able to have like 3rd-degree burns, man.
Like the classic hot pocket. You put the hot pocket
Oh,
in there.
yeah.
You know you shouldn't eat it. You know you shouldn't eat it.
The pizza rolls are mini nukes in your mouth, man.
Why is it so cold in the middle? Gabby had a question here. Curious as to how Logan feels about working with the future of esports, gaming, entertainment, lifestyle in Team Vove. I guess just us specifically. I guess she says how you feel about working with us, I guess. And obviously you've kind of you keep up with us on Twitter. You're obviously, talking to Bank, and a couple other people probably on the team as well, trying to keep up on some stuff. So how do you feel about the team? Like, obviously you're a partner.
Honestly,
so
I love you guys. Your guys' interaction are great. It's always fun interacting on socials with you guys. And your content team's fun. I would love to start working on doing content with you guys. Do OPX Team Vove content would be a lot of fun.
I think so.
We've had some ideas that we're gonna send over your way probably the next week that we'd love to get some of the OP athletes that are on Team Vove to help us shoot with.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at you right now.
You know, we did. Also, we talked about this like in our initial, like, was it our second meeting, whatever, like a long time ago. We talked. What if we did cooking streams together on the next launch of an OP bar?
I need it.
That sounds awesome.
We sent, obviously I'm going because, I'm probably the best chef on Team Vove. It's facts. Dave can attest. I cooked so much food in Minnesota that one time we were all up there.
He did.
I'm a good chef. I'll fly out there with a couple people and we'll do like cooking
Yeah,
streams.
I remember we talked about it because you guys said you were going to come to Florida at some point, and I could like bring you guys into the commercial kitchen that we operate out of, and basically how about we do that? That's when you guys come down, we'll take you to the commercial kitchen and we can make the Vove butter recipe.
I'm saying, man.
That'd be nuts. You said it was down in like Florida?
Yeah, so we're based in Tampa. The commercial kitchen that we worked out of is in South Tampa.
Yeah.
FDA approved, all that stuff, so we can ship you the bars and they're good to go.
Just to back it up, by the way, guys, we're FDA approved. There's no issues here.
Yeah.
We're good.
Is it on the box? I think.
I'm excited for you guys to start shipping internationally. You know, hopefully,
Dude, I am
in the next year.
I'm hoping that we get to that level too, because I've been hit up by a bunch of people that are like in the UK, Australia. They're like, "Hey, how do we get these bars?" I'm like, "Oh, the government doesn't like me to ship it over there."
I was thinking, I had a guy win a giveaway, and I said I'd give him an OP bar, and I said, well, I have to order it, get it to me, and then ship it to you. And he's like, we'll figure out something else. That's when I DM'd you like 2 weeks ago or whatever. I was just like, see if we can get something special, but. No, that's cool though.
Yeah, we'll smuggle whatever, you know.
Yeah.
If you ever go over there, just put it in your backpack and you're good to go.
No health issues. It's healthy. Come on, man.
There you go.
I could send a McDonald's bag over, but I can't send this overpowered box. Like, what the hell, man?
Dude, when I flew to Europe last time, I brought a suitcase. I had 9 jars of peanut butter in there. You're telling me I can't send a box of OP bars? There's no peanut butter over there, man.
No.
I think I know who wants the Vove butter bar the most.
I think it's Bank.
Is it me?
Nah.
I just like cinnamon toast crunch sprinkled on top of it, you know.
Because you have to like when you go through customs and they're like you have to declare if you're bringing over anything like that.
Yeah.
Did you have them like go and like bring out 5 tubs of peanut butter?
No, I lied. Said I didn't have anything on me. That's not a crime, is it? Like,
I think it's just peanut butter, unless you're trying to sell.
A little slap on the wrist.
Yeah. I was like, hey, do you have any organic materials from outside of the German country? I was like, absolutely not.
What do you consider organic?
In some countries, you just walk by the customs desk. You don't have to claim anything. Mm-hmm. I mean, I could have a suitcase full of $100 bills. They would never know because I don't claim it. You have to fill a piece of paper and put it in a box. I'm not doing that. I don't care.
Yeah, I got 9 jars of peanut butter in here. Definitely not $1 million.
Well, especially if you're like when you're traveling like just around Europe too, they don't. It's like once you get into one country, there's nothing. Like you just walk through. Like as soon as you land, you just walk.
Yeah. But I flew from. I was in college. I flew from Minneapolis to. I landed in Edinburgh, Scotland, and like, it's like a whole customs area, but you have to self-declare. Like no one's there searching your stuff, and I was like,
I'm good.
Okay. See ya.
The peanut butter police wasn't waiting there for you?
Yeah.
No. Absolutely not. I hopped in the taxi. I got out of there. And I was like, I'm a thief.
I was going to ask
Well, I mean, it was smart on your end because they don't have, like, when I was over in Europe, there was, like, no peanut butter anywhere. All they had was Nutella.
Prison, dude. If they had the peanut butter stuff, it's like they just, like, took a bunch of nuts and crushed them up and sprinkled some salt on there. And it's like you got to, like, add oil to it and water to make it, like, consistency enough to just spread it. So you get a muffin, you spread it on there, half the muffin's going with you. It's not spreadable. I'm serious. You guys are laughing at this, but it's true.
It's like cold butter on toast. You try to spread it in the butter. It takes half the toast with it.
Well, see, the cheat code of that is you just don't try to spread it. Just get the stick of butter.
Oh, he froze.
Someone clip him. No, yeah, it's like, I mean, honestly, like peanut butter, great. Nutella, great. But when you have those things here and you go there and you don't have those things, just open a OP Vove butter bar. Satisfy your needs.
Look, if we can get the Vove branding on the bar, you know, that would be like super gas. But that's
I think
that's something
I
you
will
guys,
say these
business guys
packaging
can talk about.
is like, I like this.
Agreed, 100%.
Like it
You know,
looks
I
sleek,
like,
man.
what's the feedback on the bar? Like, what do you guys think about the wrapping? What do you think about the packaging?
I think it's good. I like the way it opens too. Like it's like I'd never have been able to open it all the way across successfully, but I don't want to because
It's a challenge. It's a challenge every time.
I can set it down and be like,
It's a game in itself.
No, I think the material is great. Consistency is great. You know, I think it looks good. I like how the fact you have like the nutrition facts on there. So it's like, never mind.
Too bright.
So
it's all there
I like
though.
that it's labeled. I like it's labeled, like everything, break it down. And you know, I've added this to like that MyFitnessPal app. You can like choose your macros, whatever, for the day. I got the OP bar in there.
Love that.
So I was able to scan the barcode, scan the not the barcode, the label on the back, and it just like loaded everything in there. I was like, it's great.
So segueing into that, since you said fitness, what's up with the shirt rip off gif?
Dude, how many dudes you know?
Minnesota Rockers.
Yeah, we were at the Roker Call of Duty event, Major 2 here. You know, I'm a big dude. I'm 6'4", I'm 270. You know, I'm a big guy, and I'm like, this shirt was given to us. I grabbed it out of the sky, like they're throwing them out of the air at the event. And I grabbed one.
Shirts raining on us.
There was rain in shirts, man. And so I grabbed it. I was like, this is like a large. This is like a large. I'm like an XL, 2XL. You know? So I put it on. I was tight, and I was like, get the camera. And I just ripped the whole shirt down. And then that segued into like a big party we had that night. So it was fun.
That was the start.
But it's like now, like when I post that GIF, like what company? Someone said they were gonna send me a shirt to rip and see if I could do it. And I'm like, newsflash, I'm gonna rip your shirt to pieces. Like, I'm not gonna be able to do this. So,
There's not one shirt that can stay on me without being ripped.
Absolutely.
I am the shirt ripper.
If it's too small.
Yeah. Too small, too tight. First off, I'm not a Roker fan anyway, so
Bruh. Isn't that the team Gary is invested in? Isn't that the one he owns? Like,
Probably.
Is it? I don't know.
I think it is. Gabby was like, "Tell me more about branding and packaging and design." Gabby's a mod for my stream, but she also does a lot of like design and packaging for a big company. She was just like an MC. Or have Logan told me the artist behind the pieces? Is it you? You come up with the logo?
Yeah, I mean, I originally designed it all basically, and then we had a design company kind of like master it up, but I kind of like went on Photoshop and was like tinkering around with it. I designed the boxes, everything you see basically I've designed.
Not gonna lie,
I will say that when I open this box, okay,
look,
it tells you when the batch is made.
I haven't even opened this box yet. This is the one I got like the other day. I haven't even opened it
yet. You got a batch made on whatever date.
Look, it has my name on it, bro. I'm special. Okay.
Everybody gets a handwritten note from me.
You're not special, Dave. You just said that. But it had all this like white confetti in there, and I opened the box, and like these fireworks shot up, right? And it started raining down.
So you got the fireworks box. It's either fireworks or doves, or usually what we have in
Doves.
there.
Okay.
So it started raining down like all this little stuff. It started raining down OP bars into this box, and it's like, oh my gosh, bank robber, your OP bars have arrived. I was like, wow. No, I like it. I think it's a sleek, well-branded bar.
Yeah,
very recognizable.
When I was first designing, I was just trying to think like sleek, minimalistic, sexy, basically. Like, I was basically just kind of basing it off of like Apple. When you think of like Apple products, they're just very, very attractive to the eye, and they feel good.
Well, it's a minimalist branding, but also it's like the curves and like the OP, like the way it comes together. Like, that's a sexy logo. Like, you can get that tattooed, and people are like, oh my god, holy shit, that's a cool design. What is it? Well, it's actually an OP bar. You know,
I'm a big font guy, and so when I initially saw like the font and everything, I was like, damn, this shit is clean. Like, just super. And 100%. I like what you
You
do.
get me all hot and bothered of talking about.
Hey,
No,
hey.
one thing
Gabby-
thing that I will say that I thought about is like, okay, so let's say that you guys launch into all these other spaces with the OP bar.
Mhm.
Is the gaming controller branding on there going to be like okay, we're actually only gaming, or people are going to get confused with that? I mean, is there going to be like a change to that at all? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking about the packaging and that aspect for when we do start branching off into other spaces, and it'd basically just be removing the controllers from it uh, for whatever industry it's directed towards.
Right, right. But if you guys haven't seen their website yet, I linked it in the chat. But very sleek and clean website to go around with the package in the bar, you know.
And I'm
There's also
definitely not on the front page with the video from the Team Vove YouTube channel at all. I swear. I'm happy you put me there. That was awesome. You're just like, hey,
Hey,
oh,
hey,
that's Dave, you're
take
right
a look.
there.
Everybody, scroll down a little bit.
it's me. I reviewed the bar. I was very professional about it. Whenever I do reviews on stuff,
Yeah, it's been my favorite review.
I'm not I'm hyped to a degree, but I'm just like, look, here's what it comes down to. Okay, texture, great. Packaging, great. Just like user interaction, great. I got no complaints. Like it's
That's
hard
always when somebody tries it for like that was really funny is like at VCon when I was giving it to these people, like some of them just like pocketed it and they're like, oh, yeah, I'll try it later.
Mm-hmm.
But like the people that like actually like tasted it in front of me, they're like, oh fuck, they're like, this is actually good. I'm like thank you, I know.
I've been working on this for a while, so I'd hope so.
Putting
Yep.
thing into this.
No, but I've had a lot of like protein bars or like those type of bars.
Like
I
Cliff
buy them
bars
from,
or yeah.
right. I buy them from like this company that I bought the butter from. Like it's like those are usually like have like a sort of like a powdery, grainy texture. Like if you bite, it's like it's gritty. It's like eating sand in some spots. You know, I don't taste that on this. Like I'm not trying to gas you up, like you know, because we're on the video, but it's like they are a good quality texture bar. They taste good.
Mm-hmm.
They're not dry.
Yeah, you want
And
to talk about like healthy alternative like foods and like taste. Most of them are god awful.
Yeah,
but, like
they
you
don't
come to
taste
this, you get thrown for a loop, right?
right.
Okay,
It's
that was
good.
like the thing. It was taste first, and then does it actually work? Like the function of the nootropics, does it actually work? Like that's what I was like my order of them going.
Yeah, a lot of companies like
Now,
talk about like nootropics and like new level and stuff like that. And I'm glad to see that like in a food product specifically, like this is actually something that's working out extremely well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like researching it. I'm like, do nootropics go bad if you cook them?
Just, I mean, it's simple stuff, right? Like if you're someone who's thinking about like culinary stuff, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm planning on for the future bars too. I'm planning on putting some more putting pea protein in them too, so they actually have a higher protein count in it. So so it becomes more into a target to like an actual meal replacement in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
So there'll be probably around 10 grams of protein is the plan.
That's awesome.
Pretty good, you know. The usual was a protein bar level is I think 15 to 20 is what they recommend for like a post workout bar.
Yeah. I mean, this is like, I mean, dude, I like segueing into like how, like I said, like it could be for anybody. This bar is for anyone. This is the market I'm targeting. But like, I eat these all the time before I go work out. Like I'll eat this instead of having like a coffee or whatever it may be. So it does the same thing.
Yeah, I crush them before my work day, you know, sometimes too. Then I'll just go about my work, you know. You're already in my industry, just with one person though.
A caffeine staying awake addict, trying to block all the brain receptors.
I'm a big caffeine person too.
Same.
So.
Yeah, I have an addiction, and I have like an OP bar like on stream half the time where I'm just sitting there. I'm like, just like a little tired from the workday. Stream starts at 8 o'clock or whatever. I'm just like, you know, smash one of these down and, you know, let's get going for like 3 to 4 hours and see what's up. But I don't think I got anything else. The other thing I think somebody asked, I think it was a while back when we were talking about like the gaming stuff, because I know when you're like tweeted like what's your favorite game of like all time, and I said Dead Space, and you tweeted back something like they're doing a remake, and I had to like look that stuff up. So I kind of want to know because you talked about like you're trying to do like lifestyle and gaming, Web3. So I kind of want to know like just like your experience with video games too, just in general.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up playing video games my whole life. I remember like my first memory of it was I was probably like 3 or 4, and my dad used to force me and make me watch him play Resident Evil, and he would give me a pillow,
Oh no.
and anytime I was scared, I was supposed to put the pillow in my face. And so like, dude, I literally all of
That's
my
awesome.
childhood was just nightmares of Star just chasing me around my house. Star. That was like my that was like my first entryway into like gaming. But like, yeah, I grew up playing just everything, like all Nintendo stuff.
Yep.
Um, all the Halos. Like that was like probably like my biggest like form of like when I was a child or when I was younger was just playing Halo on Xbox. Like when Xbox Live came out, I really wish I stuck to doing that because of I wish I did. I thought I was pretty damn good. But if I like could have made a career out of it, I didn't envision where esports would have went to like where it is now, like what people are making. Like it's a profession. It's awesome. More days now though, I'll just play like BioShock kind of games, Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima is the last game I just beat, which was fucking awesome.
Good choice.
Dead Space, like I said, like we've had some interactions about Dead Space. That's like one of my favorite games of all time.
That is easily like my favorite, just like OG story horror game. Like I remember playing that.
Bro, and like just really trying to make your like I would always have to wear my brown pants.
Oh
I'd just be
yeah.
shitting in them.
Well, once it gets dark
I
outside,
would
you start
always-
playing it. It's over.
I would never play it in the daytime too. I'd like torture myself. I think it's like some post-traumatic stress I had from when I was a kid watching my dad play Resident Evil. It's like, oh, I have to be scared when I play video games.
Yeah.
So like wait till it's like pitch black out and then play Dead Space.
It's
You
not even
should
like
try God of War.
Ooh,
Oh,
God of War.
I tried to play it and I couldn't get into it, and so I just need to rehash into it because I had the same thing happen to me the first time I played Fallout and I didn't like it at all. And then I picked it back up again like a couple months later, and I was like, "Oh, this game's fucking awesome."
Mhm.
So, I mean, there's a list of like games I need to play the new Horizon Forbidden West because the first one was
Yep.
fantastic.
Yeah, first one was great. I'm waiting for it to come out on PC, but I know it's gonna take like another year, and so I'm like, damn. And I'm also waiting for God of War to come on sale on Steam too. So
Yeah, that's like I need to get into PC gaming. You should see all my Funkos. I wish I could get my camera to turn around right now. My whole desk above me is just covered in Funkos.
It's a physical NFT, man.
yeah,
Your in real life JPEG.
I can sell it if I wanted to.
What are like say Dead Space for you, Bank? What's your top game?
Oh man,
I probably. I mean,
his
right
is
now that I
Tarkov.
currently play,
Tarkov.
it's Tarkov.
Yeah, so your top game that you play right now, and then like your of all time.
All-time game besides Tarkov. I mean, I'm probably gonna say Skyrim. Like my brothers and I, we each bought PS3 so we could play side by side. We had a 3-screen going of Skyrim. We played that for.
Did you play Oblivion before that?
Oh yeah, and Morrowind a long time ago on the original Xbox with that. But
Dude,
I've logged. I mean, I did like 2,000 hours on a PS3 with Skyrim, and like 1,000 on PS4. Then I got it on PC too.
Yeah, I remember Oblivion for me. I probably had like 6 months of gameplay.
Oh yeah. I would come home from school, turn on Skyrim, and then I would wake up, and go to school 30 minutes after going to bed because I'd be playing all night long. So
I'd like sneak out and put my headsets on so my parents wouldn't wake up, get pissed at me.
I think what I used to do was wake up like really early because I grew up on a farm, so my dad's always up at like 4 a.m. And so I'd get up like at 4:30 and then like play video games for 2 hours before I'd have to hop on the bus to go to school.
Were you just like set up out in there in the pasture, like you
Yeah.
ran some electricity
Yep.
out there, so you couldn't
Middle of the
couldn't
field
hear you playing?
with a tube TV and the Super Nintendo.
I don't know what kind of farm you're on, but like were you like in the middle of a cornfield?
It's just
That's
crops.
all I'm
It's just
picturing is
crops.
you in the middle of a cornfield and you're just playing games. They won't catch me.
No one will find me. No, but I probably to say for game for me, all there's like my favorite right now in general is like obviously the Destiny 2. It's just been such a staple. I remember seeing it in college because at the time Black Ops 3 was out for Call of Duty, which was the last best Call of Duty in my opinion. After that, it just went. Um, and at the time, like Activision was working on Destiny, so there's a lot of things that were the same. So like the one shot gun in Black Ops 3 was also the golden gun in Destiny, and then like the slam for the ultimate is the same thing in there. And so I started playing it before like the first like expansion came out. I was like, this game is nuts, community's crazy, and I just been playing that for the past 8 years, no life in it, thousands of hours logged in. It's
I have
absolutely ridiculous.
a buddy that plays Destiny 2 all the time. I think he's pretty high ranked. I forget his what his rank is, but he's like pretty up there for Destiny.
Some people are just good at the game and have fun with it, or and right now I think Destiny's problem is there's such an elitist mentality that I think that turns people off from it. And it's like, look, I hop in the game, I have fun, I'm competitive, so like maybe I curse a lot, okay, like, but and then probably just like OG just series, Donkey Kong Country, like 1, 2, and 3 on like Super Nintendo. Oh my god, so fun. I have a Switch, and so you can like play those games again, and I tried to play it, and I was like, damn, this shit is actually way harder than it used to be or something, or I'm just god awful at this right now. But they're probably my favorite. And then obviously Dead Space too. Like I'm not really like a horror game type of guy. I'll do it during like October for like Halloween, but like the game's not even necessarily like scary in and of itself. It's just jump scares.
I think it's a thriller. It's a thriller. Like you're, oh shit.
Yeah, jump scares and gore. Like
Yeah.
plus third person shooter, obviously.
Oh, and so Dead Space has like my favorite weapon of all time, which is the plasma cutter. Like that thing. Like, did you ever get the achievement? It was like play the whole game just using the plasma cutter.
No, I did not. I did not get that far.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because like if you upgrade the plasma cutter all the way, like you shoot like beams, either like the whole horizontal view or the whole vertical view.
Yeah. It's nuts. Like and then in Dead Space, I'm not sure if you played Dead Space 3, but like you could customize the guns too. Oh my gosh, this stuff was absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites too, just being able to like in middle of a mission, I'm inside this door and there's a giant monster outside. Let's just spend 30 minutes customizing the gun real quick, Yeah,
well, see, that's why there's games like it's like The Last of Us is my favorite game of all time. Mm-hmm. It's like when you did that though, like if you try to work at the workbench and there is like if there's anything behind you, like it can attack you while you're at the workbench. Like you kind of just stop the game there.
This is kind of the same thing with like Dead Space sometimes, but half the time you could go indoors and then be perfectly fine.
Yeah. I'll make this close the door real quick.
Can't come in. It is great. Gabby, we were talking about Funko. It's like an NFT I can hold. God. But I think it's been just about an hour. Obviously you're a busy guy. You got stuff going on. I know Bank and I got stuff going on as well. And like we mentioned, guys, OP Bar, it's a great product, great interaction. If you got any questions after this, you can DM me unless I wouldn't recommend DMing Logan unless he approves it or maybe on his personal.
You can shoot me a DM.
You can shoot him a DM. Okay, it's approved.
Don't send me a link because that means it's a scam and I'm not clicking on it.
Exactly. No NFT links, please. I only get like 5 of those a day in my messages and Instagram and everything. Got to link on those. So, guys, OP is easily like one of our favorite partners that we've worked with as of recently, and obviously Logan here, great guy, fantastic. He's got the mindset that it's very similar to the team, like the family aspect and stuff like that too. Being tight knit, being in communication and stuff like that. So
I didn't drop that alpha, by the way. It's been tweeted, but we're dropping our Discord here pretty soon.
Yeah,
so
I did see that.
We'll get all of you guys in there. But yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Team Vove, and then I'll be in there.
I'll be in there, and I'll just be because I'm on Discord a lot during the day, so I'll just be in there chatting up with everybody. Anybody wants to ask questions, whatever it may be.
Awesome. Well, I got nothing else for you. I think we're just gonna end it there. And Logan, we're happy to have you on. And maybe here whenever you drop the blueberry one, we'll have you back on, which would be fantastic.
We can do it during like, the grand reveal. You know, hop on the VoveCast again.
That'd be dope. And you know, Bank, if you go down to Florida, I would love to see a cooking stream. You know, if you make an OP bar, that'd be great. But if you make a steak or something, you know what I'm saying, that would be fantastic.
Dude, I can cook a mean steak.
Awesome, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys being on here. I appreciate everybody in chat as well. And we will catch you guys in the next VoveCast.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.